A solemn wait on the banks of the St. John River. Family and members of the St. Mary's First Nation gather, as they did yesterday, watching the search and hoping for news.
Well, it's a terrible tragedy. You know, our whole community is coming together and really suffering, with the loss of one of our members and his brother still out in the water. 5 members of the First Nation were picking fiddleheads along the banks. They decided to head back in their boat when the weather turned cold and windy. That's when Don Fowler and his wife Rita heard screams for help.
They were obviously in distress. And then my wife subsequently told me that she had seen 5 heads floating down river.
2 women and 1 man, all wearing life jackets, managed to swim ashore. The women reached the banks at the Fowler's home.
On the verge of hypothermia, I would think, and they wouldn't have lasted a great deal longer out there, but they did make it up the hill. I helped one up, and the other one pretty well made it up herself.
Within an hour, the body of 1 man was recovered. Paramedics tried to revive him, but it was too late, and the search began for the other missing boater. Neither was wearing a life jacket.
Well, I think people are still waking up this morning in our community to hearing the news, and still it's unbelievable.
This morning, police search teams assembled, mapping out areas for a wider search.
We have a dive team on site here. If a determination is made that is what is required, then that decision will be made.
As the teams headed out in boats and on foot, Chief Candace Paul asked for the public's prayers and understanding.
We encourage you to pray for us and keep us in our prayers.
Today on this island in the St. John River, where people have picked fiddleheads for years, instead, a grim search continued for a second day. Susan King, CBC News, Fredericton.